My name's Barbara, and we've lived here 18 years. The house was built in 1964. It's never flooded. We're on a hill. It's a 500-year floodplain. I had flood insurance. 80% of the people in Houston didn't. But I did because I figure Houston's a swamp. You never know. On Sunday night, the Army Corps of Engineers, they had said that they were going to release the dam, but they released it early, and I'm not sure they knew how much was actually coming out, and so the amount of water that was released, they really had no idea. One of the arguments, I think someone had said, I didn't flood because of Harvey, I flooded because of the dam release, and somebody said, yeah, but that's Harvey because that was rainwater. And she's like, it's not my rainwater. Whose rainwater is it? Who dumped it in there? I don't know. On Sunday the 26th, we still had not flooded. There was water in the street, but not in our home. On that night, the Army Corps of Engineers opened the reservoir and started releasing water. So my husband at like midnight Sunday decided he should maybe leave, and he left. He walked an hour and a half through the water in the street up to the highway to a hotel. Tuesday morning he came back, and the cat was in the middle of our bed, and the bed was an island floating. So Tuesday morning, clear case, it was because of the release of the dam water. Now they say they had to do that to save Houston. But overnight, basically, we lost half the value equity in our home. Every one of these houses flooded. In the neighborhood, out of 800 houses, I think 600 flooded. We had 2.5 feet. Some people had 5. Flood insurance covers your structure and your content. A structure doesn't cover your roof, cars. We keep finding more and more things so basically we have to fix it out of our own money, out of savings. I lost all my kids' videos when they were little. All of them are gone. First you're fighting to clean up, like everything, we pulled everything out. The tree was a closed tree. But what you find is afterwards you have to fight everybody. You have to fight AT&T, the post office. No one knew what they did with the mail. It wasn't being forwarded to where we're staying right now. Then said, well, don't forward it. Just send it here. Quit it. Just give me my mail. And the mail was gone. So bills weren't delivered. You got notices that you were past. When you call, you're past due. Your subscriptions are canceled. On top of the fact that you have to deal with paying your mortgage, your property tax, your electrical, your gas, your water, and your residence. You have to pay for the apartment. You have to pay 2 households, and it just doesn't stop. The city passed an ordinance that anyone in this area would have to raise their, like in the 500-year floodplain, they think that the houses will have to be raised 2 feet. And it doesn't solve the problem. And raising my house 2 feet wouldn't stop the fact that I got flooded. It didn't solve the problem of the dam releasing the water. It's a knee-jerk reaction. You say, look, we did something, but you didn't solve a problem. And you get what's called like flood brain. Somebody asks you, what doorknob do you want? You can't even make decisions about doorknobs. You're so overwhelmed and exhausted of having to make decisions. There's things like, you have a moisture barrier behind the brick. They removed the brick because the moisture barrier was completely wet. Do you want a musty smell in your house? Of course not. Will insurance pay for that? I don't know. People say you're going to have a nice new house and you had flood insurance. You're going to have a new house. If I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done this. The neighborhood, we're luckier, I suppose, than some, you know, but it's still, you just want it to be over. You want it to be over.